it seems like every time your name comes up, the 6 goals comes up, it's still the only road player ever to do that. November 7th, 1968. I mean, do you remember every goal?
No, I don't. I remember the first goal. It was the last shift of the first period, and they played Joe Watson and Ed Van Impe against our line all the time. They were their shutdown defensemen, and I went around Van Impe, and I know he slashed me pretty good when I got around him, but I scored, and that was the last minute, and I said to myself, geez, thank God I can still score. I hadn't scored in a couple of games.
From the face-off, Johnson into the corner. Picard for the Blues plays it to Ab McDonald. He couldn't get it out of there. Al Berenson catches up with him, comes across center. Berenson around Van Impe, right in on goal. He shoots, he scores!
And so that puck went in, and then we come back out in the second period, and everything went in. I think I had 4 in the second period. And I might have had a breakaway and a 3-on-2, a couple of good. They were all 5-on-5 goals. There were no power play goals, no empty net goals, no tip-in goals, no rebound goals. It was just rush goals.
On the boards for McCurry, ahead of center to Berenson. Berenson knocks it by Van Impe and has a break. Berenson right, and he shoots. He scores!
And it was just one of those. That's how the game was played, and things went in that night. I hit a goal post on another one. So it was just one of those games where, and Philly and Van Impe and Watson, I liked Joe Watson, but I never liked Van Impe. It was a hard case to play against, but Van Impe, the good thing was they were -7. I think we were on the ice for 7 goals, and I scored 6 of them. So it was a good night. Our team enjoyed it, and it was good for the team. And I knew that this wasn't just about me. This was about the team. You listen to Dan Kelly's recording of that game. That was a radio broadcast, and there's no TV on it now or no video, but it was Picard over to Al Arbor, up to Berenson, or it was Jimmy Roberts to McCreary, up to Berenson, and so on.
Here's Picard at center. Pass for Henry. Henry, a great pass to Berenson. A shot, he scores! Here's Camille Henry. Pass ahead to Berenson, who has a breakaway at center. Berenson in. He shoots, he scores!
Dan Kelly, when he broadcast that, I mean, he was more excited than I was. Like, we were just trying to beat Philadelphia, who we hated.
Berenson has a break. One man back. Here he comes. A shot, he scores! Red Berenson is tying the record of 6 goals in 1 game.
So you said before, Red, that in the old Spectrum, the Flyers fans were actually cheering for you at the end?
At the end of the game, they were. They could see what's going on. And we were winning like 5-0, 6-0, 7-0, and then 8-0. And they were cheering for me. And they wanted me back on the ice. And Scotty wanted me to go back on the ice in the last minute or so. And I didn't want to go back. I said, Scotty, no. And I didn't know this was a record, or it could have been even another record-setting goal. But I just knew that I didn't want to go out and get scored against and then have Jock Plant, upset that he lost a shutout because I was trying to score another goal. So I didn't go back out, and I thought that was the right thing to do. Well, I don't talk about it very often. Like, it comes up, it seems, once a year in November, and then I start thinking about how long ago it was, and it's over 50 years ago. So it is what it is, but I remember a little bit about it, and it's fine to talk about. The thing that's good about talking about it, because you bring up names like Plant and Camille Henry and Ab McDonald and Doug, and so on and so forth, all our players that were all part of that night. It wasn't just me. If I were playing alone, I wouldn't have got anything. So it's a team game, and even though I had an individual accomplishment, it was a part of that group, and that group was really a special group.